What is up, everybody? This is Newbie Army back at it again with some Roblox content. Here I'll be showcasing a weapon from the game called One Piece Awakening. It is mainly used by Sanji, one of the main crews of the Straw Hat Luffy, or basically one of the main protagonists from the anime. He uses mainly kicks, and he is basically the chef of the crew. But before that, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Roblox content update. Okay, moving on. What is this black leg? A black leg is a fighting style that is mainly reliant on strength. The more strength you have, the more damage you do. As you further progress it, you unlock more skills. First things first, where do you find this? You find the Blackleg trainer, or basically Sanji, in the highest top of this hill. Just have to find this mountain-like looking thing and just try to climb it, and he is somewhere near around the top. As soon as you reach it, you'll have to ask him to train you. On my part here, while I was making the video, I forgot where he actually was. So I sort of missed him at that spot there. And then I just came down. So just try to look for him. Okay, so it costs you 50,000 belly for him to train you. And it has 4 skills. Of course, if that is you want it. Moving on, this is his basic attack. So the basic attack is basically like closer to 2 attacks per second, and it's really, I think for me, it is really good. But the only downside of it, it has a really short range, which is really bad for PvP, or unless if you're fighting enemies with a katana, which has a really longer range. Next is his first skill, the Mouton Shot. So what does this do? The Mouton Shot sends a shockwave and a knockback to the enemies as soon as you kick them. So this is fairly good when you want to escape enemies or when you're trying to push back them because they're getting too close to you. Next is the kick course. The kick course is basically one of the most used moves by Sanji in the anime. He's basically to spin and then use his powerful legs kicking enemies down. It is a good move when you're farming mobs or NPCs around and while luring them. The only downside of it is when you're using it in a PvP manner, you can't actually cancel it out. So you have a disadvantage because they have now, or they can actually attack you now. So try not using it too much in the PvP and just use it for farming mobs. The next move is called the VU Shot. So what is the VU Shot? The VU Shot is actually it sort of makes you into a projectile, or basically like a bullet, using your legs to kick down the enemy. It does a fairly large amount of damage, and it also has knockback to the enemy. So take note that the black leg doesn't have any stun or anything, but it has a lot of knockback, so more or less you won't be using your basic attacks a lot of the times. His last move is basically one of the greatest moves for me in this skill set. It is called the Diable Jambe. The Diable Jambe buffs you and your skills, basically your basic attack damage. It also adds a fire damage over time. So it also affects your skills by adding the fire damage over time and also buffs their attacks. So as you can see, everything including the animation has changed. So it is really good when you're trying to kill enemies or trying to kill the boss and you're having a hard time. It's quite good and all. That is it for today's showcase. So don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Also, my friend is doing a Devil Fruit giveaway on the One Piece Awakening server. Just join up on his Discord server and follow the rules there. Okay, ciao boys!